Okay, hello. This is my drawing video. This is my setup. I've got my Bcaster to my left. I've got my Huion tablet in front of me. And you can see my aging face right up front and close. I put the camera right on top of the tablet. Just try and make it as unsettling as possible. Nobody likes to see some old man's head right up close. So I put it in a little corner on the side while I draw this page. Now, this is a scene of, you got the harbor here, you got the boardwalk, you got the pylons, and then you got the water, and you have all of this debris and boats and stuff, and I might be adding more of these, I'm not sure. But what's happening is there's something coming. And so there's bubbling up at the top, and then in the second frame it's going to be bigger, and in the second frame it's even bigger still. So what I got to do is basically create this thing that's bubbling up, and I still don't know exactly what it looks like. So this is all subject to change. But this is, you asked me what I could do pretty well. I need supposed to talk about myself. And this is what I kinda can sort of do well, but I still need to get way faster. Even with the tricks of digital power, being able to just copy paste and then change a little bit and call it a second frame, which is, don't get me wrong, super helpful. But anyway, what do I want to talk about? You told me about your day. I'll tell you how pathetic I was today, how stupid out of shape I am. It's embarrassing. I don't know why I'm saying this. But I started mowing the lawn today, and it is super spring, so it has been nothing but rain. And so you haven't really been out to get out to mow the lawn because you need it to be kind of dry. But it was a little bit dry finally today, and so I went out there and I started mowing, and I did about 15% of the lawn before I just got super tired. I mean, yes, I'm like stopping every few seconds to, well, about every row and a half to stop and unload the bag, because there's just so many clippings. The clippings are just so ridiculous right now because the grass is just so heavy. So I'm thinking there's going to be some kind of a skylight or something on this machine, this transport machine. As it's rising out of the foam and the surf. That's nowhere near good enough, but it gets the idea. I find now that I'm recording, I feel like I should draw faster than I normally would. So it's bubbling, and then oof, it's coming up. And then, ooh, baby, it's this big old thing. So let's copy. Well, first we'll delete this part. And then we'll copy this. Isn't this scintillating content? Scintillating. And we'll leave a little gap for now. And then what? This is weird, kind of narrating my life. Forgive me. This is all new to me, making these kind of videos. Usually I'm ranting about some kind of political topic or a movie. But here I'm actually talking about art, which, I have thoughts about, I suppose. I've got all kinds of thoughts to talk about art and how to storyboard some action. Kind of block out your lights and your darks and really kind of figure out how the eye is going to get drawn around the page, where your negative space is going to be, where's all your detail, where's the person going to focus, blah blah blah. Now this is an aquatic transport for some mermen, so it's going to need a way to have, I'm thinking it's going to have like water inside, right? Because they're transporting mer people who are breathing water all the time. But it also needs to have a compartment for air breathers, unless they just give like the air breathers some sort of a water breathing device, and then they just jump right in. So this door in the front would probably be a dumb idea. Maybe there's like ways to get in. The doors would be like up here on the sides, kind of facing up. You'd kind of like jump in, and so they'd be like little, portal type things like that. Like that. And there's one here. And there's one over here. And then I was thinking maybe this is going to be like either a machine, like if it's made by mermen, either they're appropriating, some other kind of like lost and found kind of devices, or they're making their own. I tend to think that they're making their own. And then how are they even manufacturing these things? They have some kind of underwater forge. Makes no sense. Or does it have is it like partially biomechanical? I mean, this thing's going to be covered in like barnacles, right? All kinds of barnacles all over this thing. I mean, maybe they clean it every once in a while. They probably take care of it to some extent, but it's like a government vehicle, so, not the most cared for vehicle. But anyway, that's something, at least. So anyway, yeah, that's probably it for now. I'll finish this and do more detail with that, but I kind of like what I've got so far, and you don't have to suffer any longer until next time. Okay? So, maybe I'll upload this and then you'll see this. Okay, you take care. Have a good night.